Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan is in the house here at the big event. How's it going, Hacksaw?
First thing Hacksaw Jim Duggan has to do is give a big ho! Kind of gets the blood flowing, gets the air in the lungs, gets the blood pumping through the heart, gets Hacksaw Jim Duggan ready to go. But of course, I'm all ready to go here at the big event. It's great to see all the fans out here. It's great to see all the top name wrestlers from Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, Jake the Snake Roberts, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, you name it, they're here. The fans are having a good time. The promotion's having a good time. The wrestlers are having a good time. We're having a good time. Tough guy. Ho! Firing up now, brother.
Hacksaw Jim, you were recently inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame. There's a lot of guys out there that were in your era that are not in there yet. Who would you like to see? How many of your fellow colleagues would you like to see inducted that aren't in there just yet?
Well, there's so many guys from the WWF days. That was kind of the golden age of professional wrestling. So many of them are here at the big event. Guys that I just mentioned, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Jake the Snake Roberts. I don't think there's two bigger names that aren't in the Hall of Fame that probably should be there.
Hacksaw, quick question here. I mean, right now Vince McMahon is fining his wrestlers for using the term wrestling or wrestlers. Everything's entertainment. How do you feel about the transition from pro wrestling to entertainment and the loss of psychology in the art of pro wrestling?
Well, that's the joke. You're always an entertainer until you go to court. And then you're a professional wrestler, a trained killer. So it's a whole different deal. But, you know, it's hard to argue with what Vince McMahon has done with the business. It's evolved from where it was, and it'll evolve from where it is now in the next 10 years. I know a lot of fans are critical of it, but 74,000 folks at WrestleMania, wrestling all over the world. You know, I do a lot of charity golf and fishing tournaments with the NFL and NBA Major League Baseball players, but none of them play softball like this man here, except I did beat him in the home run derby. No, that was years ago.
Jake's about to go yard with a hanger.
Well, you got to, man, but you know something? I haven't got a clue. I enjoyed the day, don't you?
I had a great time, man. It's good. It's like I said, it's fun for the fans, and it's a lot of fun for the wrestlers too, man.
And we're not in jail.
Yet.
And we're above ground.
You got bail money?
Not today. We'll have to dance for it.
You know, now that I got both of you guys here together, tell me a good road story that maybe the two of you share.
We never did anything.
Never did anything.
I accidentally pissed on his bed one time.
What about you, Hacksaw?
He made me change his beds, too.
Well, imagine that. You wake up, you got Jake the Snake with a snake in his hand. Holy smokes.
Here's a spitter.
But how about that one time the snake got out of the bag? We were driving. We're driving down the road. I look in the mirror. There's Damien with his head hanging over. We slid to a stop at a convenience store with a bunch of old timers out there rocking in the rocking chairs. We had to get out, fight with a snake, stuff it back in the bag. It was a good time.
There's a funnier shit.
Speaking of
old timers.
Wow!
It's my dad.
His hair is gray and mine's still blonde.
Well, yours is black.
No, that was just the talking I was going through. No, it's good to be here. What are we talking about?
We're talking about just, interacting with the fans here, the big events, sports fans, promotions, DieHard Wrestling, and the legends of professional
Well, one thing
wrestling.
I really love to be around is a DieHard Wrestling fan. I love that attention because I'm an attention lover. I don't get enough at home because my wife runs away from me, but attention, I love it. I love everybody milling around.
Detention.
Detention. I was in a detention home one time, but I was only 16, so that's long overdue and long gone. So anyway.
Well, how do you feel about interacting with fans? Is it a better experience than tag team?
Let me sneak by. Oh!
Hey! Yes. I mean, for 20 years, I was in the WWF, and they kept us secured back in the dressing room area. We couldn't go out and talk to anybody, but actually the fans hated me back then because they were supposed to hate me. Now they hate me so bad they love me. And then the last 20 years that I've been out of the WWF, I've been out on all these different conventions and comic cons and stuff, and I've got to know all the fans that like me, and 99% love me to death, and I love them right back, and it's great.
We all love you, Greggy.
Here it is.
We all love you, brother. We all love you. Oh, yeah.
Now, Greg, this is an interesting situation we have here. We have an all-time Hall of Fame legend.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day when wrestling was called wrestling, and now we have a future star.
Somebody who
Wrestling
prides their
is-
career off of paying homage to guys like Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Well, I appreciate
guys
that.
like Randy. So that's how I made myself. Well, the name for myself that I have so far has been built solely off of you guys. Me paying tribute to you guys in the ring. I just want to thank you.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
That's a
And
tremendous.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's a tremendous
I
tribute. And you know what?
appreciate
Jay Lethal is in fact one of the few guys out there that still respect the old school. And I don't mean respect as in they don't respect what you've done for them to
Right,
get where they
right,
are today.
right.
He's still paying homage and tribute in his character and his
Oh
style
yeah.
in the ring.
And there was just little things like I was talking to a good friend here, Honky Tonk Man, and
Right.
we were talking about when you turn the brace around and put the
Right.
figure 4 on, and yeah, he loved that. That was one of his favorite parts. He just went on and on about that. I love the Honky Tonk Man as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
One of my great partners in Beefcake and Flair. I can go on and on with the different guys that I've wrestled. I mean, I love Ronnie Garvin to death. I love Tito Santana. How can I forget that? All the matches I have with him, Pedro Morales, Chief J Strongbar, going way back for that. You know.
I would have loved to have been able to step into the ring with you, but Honky Tonk Man said you'd probably whip my ass. He said, "Oh, he'd probably beat the hell out of you, kids." Yeah.
That Memphis accent. Yes, sir.
We also got the amazing Red in the house too. Red, how's it going there, bro?
Hey, Red.
How you doing?
Red, now I understand that you just recently opened up a school in New York.
Yes, we just recently opened up a school in Queens, New York.
Yeah,
And,
House of Glory
House of Glory
Wrestling
Wrestling
School.
School.
Cool.
And just giving back, to what Mikey Whipwreck did for me and a couple of my friends, Jay Lethal included. The smaller guys, coming up and stuff like that, it's harder for us. And 120 soaking wet, and to get to where I got now it's an honor and a pleasure. So I'm trying to get back to that. So.
I'm sure Greg will agree that wrestling's just not the same as it used to be.
Well, they need to slow down and grab a hold.
Right.
And, less is more. That's what they need to figure out.
We teach that. A lot of kids they want to come to my school and they automatically think that they're going to learn high flying or hitting the ropes. So we don't touch the ropes at all. Everything is basics. You get all that done first and you can do what you want after. But it's not about high flying and all that stuff, not high spots.
What about psychology? You guys teaching psychology?
That's a must.
It's
That's
key.
a must, yeah.
It's key.
Trying to little by little get it, even though it's going to be kind of impossible, but trying to get it back little by little.
Well, psychology comes with taking your time. And a lot of people go, what do you mean by timing? It's called taking your time and projecting yourself out to those fans out there. That's what psychology is.
How would Greg the Hammer Valentine get over today in the world of entertainment wrestling?
Well, I'd be the only one to grab the hold. I'd probably get over just fine.
Oh yeah, I can see that
That
now.
guy's different.
Oh yeah. Greg be trying to ground all the
Yeah,
legends,
that already
you know?
separates.
Right, yeah.
Because that was a big
And
difference.
nobody wants to see him because he makes us boring.
It's called
Because
ground.
they'll think it's boring.
It's called ground
Yeah.
and pound.
What a heel, Greg. What a heel.
Jay, can you give me your
What a heel.
best
Let's
Valentine
stop.
impersonation? Oh yeah, dude, come on, help me out.
Yeah, don't stand back. Don't be shy back there. Don't be shy. Tell them who you are. Tell them who you were trained by. I'm sure they'll love it.
I'm Jessica. I was trained by Booker T. So everyone knows that guy. Do you want
Trained by the 5-time. 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 How many is that? I can't count.
Okay, we're-
5 times.
He always goes
I would
to
do a
six.
spinaroonie. He does goes to 6.
He always
Yeah.
goes to 6. He always goes to
Booker,
6.
what's up, man? It's been a long time, man.
Book, be teasy.
If Booker will not see this, I'll give you my Booker T impression, right? When he first saw me wrestle, he goes, yeah, you're a little wild, but I think I could work with this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's what he said. But I hope that he never sees this.
Yeah, I hope that Black Snow was out there watching. Black Snow. We need to hear you, Black Snow.
Yo,
Greatest commentator.
if you do see his
in the
Booker,
world.
yo, I need a job.
Jay, speaking of Josh, Jay, what are you doing these days? Are you back in Ring of Honor?
I am back with Ring of Honor, yes.
How's that going? I mean, how was the homecoming for Jay?
I mean, anytime you're not sitting at home is always great, especially for a professional wrestler. But I mean, Ring of Honor is going really good. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and they're starting to pick up. We just got television. I'm sure everybody knows. Well, everybody will soon know. We're trying to branch out. We're not in every town and city yet, But it's a slow progression. We'll get there soon.
Jessica, what about you? Where are you currently competing with the fans can catch some of your action?
PWA, for starters.
PWA in Houston for Booker T, and then I wrestle a lot in Austin for ACW, Anarchy Championship Wrestling. It's located in Mohawk Bar off 6th Street in Austin, so it's a pretty good show. It's a little spectacle-y, if you will. And then Shimmer, of course, you know, all the girls, they wrestle there at the Shimmer show.
Now, Brett, are you training any females at the House of Glory?
Actually, before we couldn't because something with the building, whatever. But now actually we can, and we had Rosita come yesterday to help out with promoting that we do train with girls and stuff like that. And hopefully little by little will come. We just got 2 of them today, so they're gonna sign up and go. So.
Good stuff, man. Well, listen, good luck with that. We want to come down to it and let's shoot some video.
Yes.
Let's talk to the fans, get them in there, let's get that place running, and let's make some superstars in the future.
Let's bring back wrestling to the way it used to be, man.
Right, man.
It's too much crazy matches and hurting each other, man. It's unnecessary.
Would you bring Jessica here to the school?
She's welcome anytime she wants. Anytime you want.
When I take the shoes off, I make everybody look like a heavyweight.
Oh, great. Nice shoes, bro.
Thank you. They make me taller. I can't reach things a lot. I can
Everybody's
reach
bigger
the
than me,
rope.
so I'm used to it. So.
Well, like,
I think I need
without the
heels.
shoes, I'm like down here.
Are you?
I'm 5 feet tall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, my hair makes me a little bit
Yes, I'm bigger than
Your hair
somebody.
makes
No
you a little
shorties
bit
around
bigger.
here.
Yeah, 5'7", 5'7"
Yeah.
with the hair.
All right, well, guys, well, thank you for your time and best of luck, man.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care.
Can you dig it?